Right. It's time to get our votes on. Do some Doki Doki. Things are a bit messed up with this game. I forgot that the loading screen and everything was changed since we had our first playthrough and ended up in first hell. I guess we can call it. I'm kind of waiting for some people to come online in hopes that we can get some votes on. We have the first poem to get through, but I think everybody's still having dinner or getting ready for their evenings. So, with that said, I'm gonna kick off the first part, and if people jump in, we can set up a voting system. So, here we go. I need to make decisions on my own now. Let's see. Time, essence, vivid, hop, universe, dance, play, hopeless, love, and analysis. Time. Tragedy, ribbon, prayer, fantasy, variance, misfortune, heart, dream, chocolate, or wrath. Fantasy. Pure, disarray, fickle, landscape, passion, effulgent. I don't know what effulgent means. I've had that word before and I didn't Google it back then. Sympathize, whistle, imagination, or sadness. Let me just effulgent. Shining brightly or radiant, emanating joy or goodness. I can do with that. Precious, twirl, heaven sent, ocean, poof, giggle, spinning, sensation, bunny or loud. Precious, excitement, silly, uncontrollable, intellectual. Depression, vivacious, another word that I need to Google up. I think this one I searched last time as well. Vivacious. Vivacious. Attractively, lively, and animated. Typical use of a woman. Of a woman. Used of a woman. Her vivacious and elegant mother. Okay. Desire, bliss, holiday, or lollipop. We'll go with vivacious. Vanilla, flower, agonizing, secretive, lust, mouse, nightgown, bubble, breathe, or pout. Secretive. Hurt, forgive, sunny, rain cloud, feather, family, sunset, boop, massacre, or happiness. I'll stick with sunset. Unrequited. Philosophy. Firework. Waterfall. Hey, Monica. Ambient. Pleasure. Disaster. I forgot to turn on my light. It's working on my eyes. Joy. Socks or skirt. Philosophy. Extreme, infallible, hair, despise, alone, daydream, headphones, destiny, promise, or entropy. You have a Shiori keychain? I didn't even know they sold fan stuff or merchandise. Where was I? Infallible. Infallible. Meager, insight, adventure, luck, question, melancholy. I like melancholy. Lazy, pink, music, or whirlwind. I think we're gonna end up with Yuri this time. I've had her bounce around more than anything. Shame, disown, special, peace, clumsy, empty, Valentine, scars, grief or sugar. Valentine. Candy. Covette. Parfait. Summer, amazing, captive, cutie, marshmallow, rose or childhood. I don't know what parfait means, but I'm assuming it has to do with baking stuff. Cheeks, clouds, together, party, sticky, sparkle. Pain, charm, calm or nibble. Charm. Starscape, portrait, sing, graveyard, tenacious, bouncy memory, cute, hope, Rob, and after image, tenacious. How you doing, Rob? You guys want to vote along? We still have five things to go. I can set up the vote if you like. Work hit the van, you've been busy. Raindrops, flee, peaceful, bed, cry, vertigo, fear, vacation, fester or jump. Vertigo. Playground, lipstick, smile, romance, papa, eternity, vibrant, heartbeat, aura and jumpy. Vibrant. Incongruent, fluffy, rainbow, incapable, swimsuits, shopping, explode, vitality, existence or embrace, vitality. Email, determination, warm, tears, skipping, disordered, oriented, dark, wonderful, nature or kitty, determination. Anime, Doki Doki, atone, awesome, unstable, milk, whisper, color, unrestrained or fun. Unrestrained. Climax for Kevin. We're done. How you getting, Fuzzy? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. That didn't look okay. Thanks for keeping your promise, Fuzzy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. That looked healthy as well. Oh, come on, like he deserved any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. You had something on your face, yeah. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Excuse me, I'm trying to read this. Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga section room. The music is also warping, by the way. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Monica plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Fuzzy. We'll make sure to put comfort first, okay? Yaoi shows Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. But wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't really read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? The music is really off-putting. It goes suddenly into like... I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yari reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't really usually read. We could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. By the way, I had a teacher in school that did exactly the same. I wasn't much of a reader, but the reason was because I was lightly dyslexic, and lightly dyslexic is basically, I'm not incapable of reading, but I have difficulty with certain words and certain sentence structures, which makes it, for me, difficult to read for a long period of time. Which is also why I have trouble with words like literature, if I don't practice it often. But yeah, they did basically the same. They gave me this thin, short book, and they said, oh yeah, you can read this whenever you want. You might enjoy it. And it was literally to just get me reading. How is this girl actually being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yari, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think about it. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yari's face is already in her book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. So we're gonna end up in the closet now if we follow the same story as before. No, we're not. I'm really curious to talk to Yari for a little bit. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Hmm? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, I stopped by the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Jari isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol at the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have the trait that turns them all into killing machines for lust of blood. But the facility gets even worse. And they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... that might be a little bit much of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. It's a weird book. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yari made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Fuzzy? No, that's not it. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I have the feeling that this is a lot darker than the first time she told us about the book that she gave us. And a lot darker. Like, some of the stuff that we're reading now is the same as the first playthrough, but there's definitely a change in tone. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yari is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is a kind of challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. When suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess that's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things look like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets... oh. I wonder if that shows up in the history. No, it doesn't. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading now. Jesus, that scared me. Yes. I'm not sure if the glitches scare me because my computer can crash anytime because my computer is just an old piece of crap. Or if it's actually the game getting to me. Anyway. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you gonna say? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yari's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me, if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means by reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yari is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looked like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. Yari, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yari's, and then hold my book more between the two of them. The two desks. The two of them desks. Okay. Ah. I suppose so. Yari timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yari takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right hand, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yari slides it on her thumb after we flip the page after we flip it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're held even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yari's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? Turn the page? Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yari's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'm able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. It's probably at least the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yari no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue to the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yori, this might be a silly thought, but the main character of this reminds me a little bit of you. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Hi freak. Bedtime stories, not what I just been through. Definitely not. Really? I'm just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Aha. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why it came to my head. Haha. Yari, are you feeling alright? Yari's been a little bit fidgety. I thought fatigued. Fidgety ever since I started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yari puts her hand on her chest. As if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yari stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth is that about? Fuzzy, did something happen just now? I've no idea. Yari is acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yari just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yari? Well, she might be a while, so just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Would you like to show your poem first? We'll start with Monica because she seems very eager, and I have the feeling that Natsuki doesn't really like me in this version of the game. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted her to know I'm putting in effort. Hey Fuzzy, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring it up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid of bringing things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha, don't worry Fuzzy, We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Fuzzy. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, I can always count. It always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it works anyway. You know that Yari likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yari's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she just totally gives up on people. She spends so much of her time in her own head, and it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strong. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yari! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Oh, already? I'm sorry for being late. We're gonna have ads, by the way, in a minute. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time. I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back.
Ooh woo.
I got about 30 minutes more of that. I'll be right back. Don't worry. If you're already here, Remmels, hi. I'll greet you again in a second. Timing. Like I said, hi Remmels. Hope you're doing okay. You hurt me. Nice. Right, we're going into the first poem, the one from Monica. It was a voice. Was I in your head? Monica, don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Wait, did we read this one before? I'm not entirely sure. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fear, I brandish my pen. Okay. What do you think? I think it's slightly odd, actually. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask this for this feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing being words and lines, between words and lines. Yeah. She's got a nice freeform. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after someone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just make a dark puddle of ink. So you move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Right, we'll go with Yuri now, since he's back. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really don't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yari takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagination and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Yeah, a complete game full of it. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually the first time, really. Yari stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yari trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's a specific writing habit that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressions are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Bias? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. Oh, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing for herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri sighs dreamingly, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. This one we have read. I'm 100% sure of it. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like your poem. Even though it's short, it's very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Oh, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, Fuzzy. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? But yeah, of course. Ah, you know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Fuzzy. Ah, me too. I'm going to do my best for me. Right, Atsuki's left over last. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Now, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want us to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine now. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I thought you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it's hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what you mean with... That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with my last comment. I don't really care how everyone is, how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, so we got ourselves through the poetry lessons. No problem, Rob. I hope you have a good rest. Phew. And the music is all over the place again. Oh god. I guess that's everyone. Nice. I glance around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that ends up getting myself... I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something on her notebook. My eye lands on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Fuzzy did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my own writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Fuzzy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Fuzzy appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate... How do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew in size bigger as soon as Fuzzy started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... That doesn't involve... This doesn't involve you. Take out your insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking. You wanna be edgy, bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Oh, be careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yari. Oh, my bad. You already did, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Fuzzy hear everything you really think. I'm sure it'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me. She noticed I was standing there. Fuzzy? She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. What? Oh god. Do you guys want to vote? I can give you guys a vote for this one. So we can either not support Natsuki, who is being honestly a bit rude, or Yaori. Let it run for a minute. Let's see what comes out of it. This music though. Which one to support, freak? No, don't overdo it. Your brain's all over the place before you go to sleep. I have the same problem, but not this bad. Right, we're going with Yaori. We're going with Yaori. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me?
Hello there.
Hi, McFilton.
Uru?
Doesn't even matter if I pick the other one. I'm trying to pick this one because that's what we voted for. Come on. Excuse me. Hey Fuzzy, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? We're just gonna let them sort it out themselves. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out here. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, that's fine.
Well?
I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like we're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yari is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yari? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yari might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Fuzzy? Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home if you want now if you want. Yari looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president. I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so...
Who wants to hear Eurovision song?
Please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yari. That's not it. It's not that. It's just... I don't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Fuzzy. It would be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Excuse me? Did we just skip a whole part? Right. Let's just save just to be sure. At least the date is updated, so it's not the same thing. Right. Let's get through this. Shame, Inferno, Lipstick, Grief, Starscape, Mouse, Fear, Memories, Passion, or Whirlwind. I'll go with Memories. Kawaii, Color, Fireworks, Dream, Silly Tragedy, Socks, Music, Effulgent, or Vanilla. Fireworks. Massacre, Childhood, Unrequited, Holiday, Entropy, Shiny, Family, Scars, Clumsy, or Desire. Childhood. Incapable, Extraordinary, Judgment, Philosophy, Papa Flying, Kissing, Lucky, Empty Sugar, Summer, Infallible. Skipping, Giggly, Defeat, COVID, Helpless, Comfort, Nature, Vacation, Wrath, or Rain Cloud. Comfort. Waterfall, Excitement, Puppy, and Congruent, Intellectual, Nibble, Pop, Fluffy, Fireflies, or Games. intellectual. Joy, vertigo, breathe, parfait. Heart, sensation, loud, charm, fun, romance, sensation. Twirl, anime, swimsuit, misery, disaster, ribbon. Alone, jumpy, friend, or milk. Misery. Nightgown, variance, uncontrollable, spinning, fantasy, laugh, boob, worm, heartbeat, or beauty, uncontrollable. Portrait, tears, disarray, forgiving. Everald, kitten, love, vitality, awesome, exploding or agonizing, vitality. Where's the Discord ping? It's the head. Ah. God. You don't see Everald under the choices? It's like an asterisk, and it's like right in the corner where you can't see it. I see it. Cry, skirt, clouds, jump, rose shopping, broken valentine, dance, amazing. Contamination, time, flee, lazy, graveyard, dazzle, pure, sparkle, universe or cage. Candy, crimson. Wrong answer. Vivicious. Cheer, sunny, bubble, playground, fester or sunset. Vivacious. Essence, electricity, dissolve, pote. Infinite. Hair, horror, existence, special or cute, essence. Adventure, insight, tenacious, ocean, prayer, sadness, uncanny, extreme, dark or frightening, adventure. Chocolate, bed, lust. Doki, capture. Despise. Wonderful, misfortune, disoriented or precious. Let's go with lust. Seeks, imagination, anxiety, flower, death. Anger, peaceful, daydream, question or sticky. Imagination. Sticky death. Sticky bunny. Email, happiness, feather bunny, play aura, headphones, treasure, unstable, or marriage. Happiness. After image, hope, marshmallow blanket, sweet pink, heaven scent, bliss, rainbow, strawberry. Oh god, what's that? I guess we made another poem.
Everil Johnson just redeemed doodle prompt. Okay, make it sticky death.
Sticky death. Okay. We're doing the doodle on Wednesday, by the way. So, normally I do the doodles straight away on the same day, but because we're doing a gaming stream, I can't switch to Krita, just so you know. But I'll give you a sticky death on Wednesday. That sounds like a threat. Anyway, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. That's not the usual scene. I've not seen this scene before since we played this. Roses are ooh, violets are ooh. Too, but what I like most is you. Oh god. Good poetry there. Yeah. Right, let's get through this glitchy mess. Oh hi Yaoi. I'm not sure if it's me, or if it's Yaoi's expression, or just her left boob. Lemur! But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs on the air, a little in the air. Hi Commoster. Yaoi glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at her desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yaoi takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yari, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe you were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it is, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know that you really didn't mean to. Fuzzy? Don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you're joining this club. Everything is a little bit brighter when you're around, and, sorry when I'm saying that, what I'm saying right now. Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yari, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yari is clearly taken back by how calmly Natsuki has addressed her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help worry about it a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yari, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it was. I don't even remember anything bad happened. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel any better. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Ah. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial though. And that came out of nowhere. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Hey, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was at study hall. And to be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. Ah, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good at it. Still? That must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yari. Monica is annoying us with the back. Now that you mention it, Everald, that could very well be. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once it's a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I'll look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Fuzzy. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure you or anything. Oh, don't worry. I was hoping that you could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica has referred to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything yet, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us have been talking about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Fuzzy, since your compliments put me in such a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some more time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. Aha. I'm being a little forward, there. I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see her having so much energy. Yeah. But I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yaori Yaori takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I take some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that makes me reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention, for yourself as well. Yari stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yari hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yari appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yari hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yari leave you again? No, it's not like this time. She's just filling the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Monica is a bit in our face the whole time, to be fair. 10 minutes pass. Yari said it wouldn't take so long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. This is a bad idea. Something feels like it's... The music just muted when we walked out of the room. Let's see. The most local place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hall. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like something is stuck in the air through the teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yari? Yeah. What was that? Just fast forward sequence. Cool. I didn't press skip. Why didn't I read all of that? Impossible. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Yes, because that's exactly what I did. Fuzzy, do you like oolong tea? Oh yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yari sets the temperatures of the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less. And I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? You want some Shaylong tea? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yari fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be very good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show? And you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try express myself a little bit more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around me anyway. Ah, that's great, Yari. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Fuzzy. It's very endearing. Yari wasn't kidding. That's a very artistic noodle. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yari pour a cup of tea for each of us. Fuzzy, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over the desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Yes, because I sit like a shrimp. Always hunched over, like that while reading. Yes, that's exactly what it is, and nothing else. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why I should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the books. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it, since it will go well with the tea. Yarin and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Posture check. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yari slides closer into my shoulder, and our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus and read like this? Yari was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yari hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Like this. Like holding the book with one hand and a cup on the other while being pushed into the side because she wants to read the book. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Yes, because that's the problem. Meanwhile, Yari hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression and can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a minute, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Oh, sorry. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yari opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on the top of my leg. Well, in that case... Feed her, yeah, I was thinking exactly the same, and that's probably what's gonna happen. Yari is already totally focused on reading it again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another candy and hold it up to Joey. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But then that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yari closes lips over it. Huh? Yari's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yari looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Fuzzy, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yari starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Fuzzy? Suddenly, Yari forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Fuzzy? My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Fuzzy? Yari suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Is this the Doki Doki part? Is this what that means, Combuster? Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. But that's not creepy at all. It's time to share poems. Who would you share your poem first? Okay, let's take a little bit of distance from these two and go to Natsuki. She's been alone in the corner reading her mangas. It's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. What makes you... Wait, maybe there was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be good as Mia someday. That's, Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from someone. From everyone. I think at least being influenced by Yari a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been like spending time with her or whatever, but you know, Monica and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try and learn something, or you'll never get better. Here's what I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. Oh, we've read this one already. Yeah, we know this one already. Thank you. I recognize poetry. Thank you. Yeah. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I purely didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree on the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some sort of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Sometimes, that you're afraid if people find out, they'll make fun of you and think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone thinks, as long as you're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club, who I'm respectively one name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. The sweet and cute Sierra situation. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yari more, so... Whatever, we're done sharing, so you can leave now. Right. Well, we'll do Yari, since Natsuki insists. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yari stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Fuzzy? This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you what kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining.
Ooh woo.
I really want to try giving it some more imagery. Oh god, guys.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Yari visibly swallows.
Ooh woo. Ooh woo.
Even her hand appears sweaty. Uh-huh. Ooh. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued fuzzy. Oh god, I need to actually put this a little lower. There you go. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Fuzzy? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I want you to read my poem too, okay? Wheel. Oh, we haven't had this one before. At least I don't think so. I see bathing blood at some point. A rotating wheel. Nothing against some weirdness. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7-hole stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears, and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. I didn't get this one. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little bit hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your pocket yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really liked it, the way it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Yay! Fuzzy, I think I saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have the choice. It's getting kinda dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. How is that so? I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Really? Is that kind of messed up? Isn't it kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day. Like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she's just getting some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. Great. New quest arrives, steal pocket knife. I'm not saying it's your fault though. But I guess that's why I've had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that will probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little bit more time with me. Hint hint, nudge nudge. To put it lightly, at least have it together in the head. I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors they want. Bright, beautiful colors. Piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, timing. Like chalkboard. Like playing knife on a beating rib cage. It's got me noise. Lead her. Break time. See you guys in a minute. Talk to you soon, Remmels. Hope you have a great day. There we go.
Ooh woo.
Passes around the tea and coffee.
Ooh woo.
Welcome back, everyone.
Ooh woo.
Welcome back, everyone. Crickets. By the way, I know this is a hint. This whole delete me thing. I have a feeling that I know what it means, but we're not gonna go looking into it. We'll play the game as is. We'll go through the story, and we'll see where we'll end up. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Okay. That's my advice for the day. Yeah, saving helped helped a lot last time. But we really should save again. Thanks for listening. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Nothing is real. Question mark. Oh, my mouse pointer looks nice. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to get over today. So if everyone could come sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together something good in just a few days. Just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well at last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look. I know everyone's a little more lively ever since Fuzzy joined the club. And we started to have some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. The festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Itsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. That does not sound good. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Fuzzy? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Fuzzy to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us joined the club with other people in mind? Yari never talked until Fuzzy joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Fuzzy isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are all fine like this. I know that you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Fuzzy wants to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I show as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation... No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that anyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Fuzzy, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of it all anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a criminal to be honest?
You're all going to die down here.
It's not about being honest. It's about the word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take that away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Fuzzy. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could just join any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time. Things were nice. Natsuki started packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. And Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious bread? I mean, I like nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore the responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Excuse me? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make a decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Fuzzy? What do you want to get out of this club? 1,000,000 tiny paper cuts. Yari repeats the same question as Monica. I decided giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you could like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. I know things are a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a beautiful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. Looking forward to it. Shall we go, Fuzzy? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Fuzzy before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as the president. Yari looks a little bit troubled. She doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see you two tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yari exits the classroom. Phew. Things have got a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Fuzzy, I wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time in this club. I would really hate it to see if you are unhappy. I was just about to say the screen is getting darker. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as the president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird. Because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk to you about. Things I know only you can understand. Wait, yeah, no, stop it. Okay, so I'm guessing Monica is breaking fourth wall. You guys want to vote? Or should I just pick the words myself? I have a couple people in chat. It's up to you. Let me know. Let's see. Destiny, Fluffy, Aura, Kitty. Book, Milk, Heaven Sent, Frightening, Cute or Kawaii. Aren't these basically the same? Frightening. Rose, Play, Jump, Marshmallow, Headphones, Flower. Rain Clouds, Together, Anger or Fickle. Headphones. Shop, Bouncy, Vivid, Sunset, Heartbeat, Summer, Fireworks, Desire, Electricity or Judgment. Heartbeat. Entropy, Whisper, Firefly, Skipping, Treasure, Covet, Nibble, Love, Amazing or Pain. Amazing. Lipstick, Intellectual, Hopeless, Awesome, Jumpy Music, Forgiveness, Lollipop, Daydream, Romance, Intellectual. Dream, Fester, Climax for Kevin. Despise. Oh, I just noticed that this isn't counting up anymore. This is just saying 111. Great. Despise, Dazzle, Pink, Anxiety, Twirl, Swarm, Worm, Beauty, Lazy, Disarray, or Hurt, Disarray. Tenacious Cheeks, Funny, Disown, Landscape, Excitement, Eternity, Philosophy, Clumsy or Raindrops, Philosophy. Cheer, Depression, Blanket, Melancholy, Crimson, Massacre, Cage, Sensation. Candy, Valentine, Suicide, Sweet, Extreme, Passion, Wrath, Uncontrollable, Special Kiss, Uncontrollable. Oh, of course we're picking this one. Melody, Sticky, Extraordinary, Uncanny, Time, Heart, Disaster, Color, Ocean or Socks, Extraordinary. Sunny, Vivacious, Ribbon, Whistle, Existence, Charm, Game, Misery, Peace or Bunny. Graveyard smile, animes, swimsuit, memory, incongruent, nightgown, sing after image, a holiday, vacation, grief, vertigo, fear, happiness, email, disoriented. This one, yes. Wonderful, calm, Doki Doki. Friend, alone, tear, pure, cloud, horror, pleasure, papa, peaceful, analysis. Peaceful? Hop, portrait, parfait, skirt, imagination, incapable, puppy, universe, childhood or broken, imagination, unrestrained, ambient, family, scar, whirlwind, insight, embrace, death, feather or bliss, embrace, playground, ending, empty, breath, pout, promise, marriage, sugar, question, silly, unending. What was that? Precious, tragedy, explode, spinning, infinite, laugh, shame, variance, adventure, flying. Right, let's see where we end up now. Hi Fuzzy. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I bought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversation with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I don't do it on a regular basis or something. I just wanted to... wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. I thought you just walked in here too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and then trying to make time for the piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right, I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. As long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. And then also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice at this time. But more importantly, I will hate to see the events suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know. So I'm gonna help too. I'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Fuzzy, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already got plans today. Is that so, Yori? That's correct. Fuzzy is already engaged in a novel that we've been reading together. Aren't you glad we're getting... I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. If there's one thing... Wait, it looped back to yesterday. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes the closet. Follow and retrieve a small picture of shelf. Yeah, it's the same as yesterday. Could you hold this for a second? Sure. Plugs the kettle in the desk. Oh, wait. Yesterday when she went to get water, she went into the hallway and started coughing. Right. So she tells us we don't have to come along. Did Yuri leave you again? It's not like that. In a water pitcher? Yeah. Sorry for misunderstanding. Right. So now it takes a while. I'm wondering if we actually get to see what happened. Let's see. Nearest water fountain? Yeah. What's that noise? Right around the corner? Yeah, it's like breathing. Sharp inhale, sucking air through their teeth. Oh. Ah. Yeah, that picture was a little bit more descriptive this time. Hello. Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. Yeah, me too. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? Mine has been a little bit fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least, that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would have come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I couldn't control myself when I got too excited about something. So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that mattered most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time I come to the club, my heart starts going crazy. Like it's going on to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Fuzzy? It's just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently, I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then, we'll have the club room all to ourselves. No way to interfere with our reading time. No way to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. I'm sure it's a joke. Also, there's something shining through you right now. Just a joke. I do like knives though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. Okay. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've got them all for various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be alone. To be lonely. Look closely. Yeah, I see. I see very much who that is. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Fuzzy. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. She's also coming through the text block, by the way. Every day. It's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We could talk home together every day after school. And read together. Eat together. Sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything I could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get to the happy ending that I've patiently waited for years for. You're in my way, Will you do that for me? Burky burky blurky blur. Right. Let's start with Natsuki. We'll avoid the troubled people first, and we'll just go to our, I guess, happy place for a moment. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. Still can't really tell how much I actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yari, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I'm not the president or vice president or anything, but it doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. Just be clear, this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up. There's been something I've been worrying about. Yari has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yari, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can, do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if you want to. If I have to, just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. This is a great poem. I love it. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yari's own fault that she's so unlikable. Oh god. Can you hear me, Fuzzy? If you had just spent more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yari and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Monica. Apparently just Monica. Who should I show my poem to? Not Monica. Finally. Yara holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Fuzzy, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Fuzzy. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yara holds the poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself by reading it over and over. Some sentences. I'll give myself paper cuts, so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Ahahaha. You can have my poem too. Besides, after reading it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. I can't read this. I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to read this, but I can't read this. I see drawing closer. Oh god, I do recognize some words. Hang on. Actress. No, I can't make anything. I see some T too taller. Computer folks. I can't really make heads or tails of it. The only thing I saw is there's like somewhere here like drawing closer something. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you can tell, the poem is about yes. Sunjati language did something the word whatsoever. More important, I've endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? Sure you are. I think I'm going to vomit. Okay. Monica. Don't say I didn't warn you, Fuzzy. What? Right. Yes or no? Don't say I didn't warn you. Yes or no? Yes, you didn't warn me? No, you didn't warn me. Yes? Happy thoughts. Right. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this thing over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yari isn't immune to it. Stagnant air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that's... Glad we're on the same page. Yari, can you... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it helps. Monica? I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. I can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lights. There, see? That's a great idea. That gives us all something to do. What about Fuzzy? Fuzzy's going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. It's only... Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. But your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Fuzzy around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, you didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Fuzzy decide who to help instead of abusing your powers? I'm not abusing my powers. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Fuzzy make a choice. Okay, fine. Jeez. Fuzzy, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. For God's sake. This is never going to end. Just make a choice, okay? Hard one. I mean, she freaks me out. Because... Oh, nice. Yes, the mouse is being controlled. Okay. I think we don't have any choice. Even if I click before it drags, it still goes to Monica. Fine. Yay, you picked me. Yes, out of sheer force of will. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it will be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Give us all this work and then take Fuzzy for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yari, I didn't even give you any work. You decided fit for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Fuzzy away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others? Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? I'm hoping that part is not the reason why I'm seeing people jokingly say that online recently. It will be beneficial to your mental health. Yari, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that too much to ask? Yari follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey Fuzzy. Yari is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yari pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Fuzzy, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? It's a bit smothering. To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you, but if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Well, I have a reason to think why. Maybe that's why I stopped myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Fuzzy. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. I kind of figured that part. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me, is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Fuzzy, Just know how much I love you. I love you so much that even... I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. God. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside. Don't do that, thank you very much. I need my skin. I want you all to myself. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Fuzzy. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Oh, but I have freedom to choose this time. I honestly feel like yes is like nice to say to her because she really seems to like me, but no seems to be the safer option right now. So, excuse me. Okay, right. Psychopath mode. Right. Not the outcome I expected. At least she didn't stab me. I mean, it's not a nice thing to say, but that was the other option. I don't know what any of this says. Because glitch mode. This takes forever. I wonder what all this is actually. Jesus, that scared the shit out of me. Is there a way to get out of this? Oh, there is an autosave. I wonder if this autosave here is from just before we took the wrong decision. Let me just check that. Yeah. Oh, okay, great. So I can't go back to where we were because if I load that save game, it just goes darker and darker. So, okay, so I'm assuming that this is the right thing to do, and you kind of. Oh, maybe this is right after I took the decision. Interesting. There's a lot of dialogue. Does this just keep on looping? I am thoroughly confused with this one. This also goes on for quite some time. Oh, hang on. Holy shit. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's been a dream of mine to do something special. What's all this then? Wait, promise me. Leader of the club. That's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends. Everyone and help the Literature Club into a place for all the members. But I tell your sweetheart will promise to spend the most time with me. Will you? Right. Okay. I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna go to main menu. Oh, I can't go to main menu. Can I? History is completely empty. Right, are we stuck now? What if we exit? We have a couple new poems. Have a nice weekend? What's that? Unknown file type. Traceback, attributes. Okay, so this is stuck. Oh. This did something. Wow, you got here before me. Oh yeah? Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Natsuki just ran past me. Oh, oh. Haha. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Fuzzy? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. Must have been pretty boring. So you can basically skip through a whole weekend of dialogue to get to this point, I guess. That was weird. I'll make it up to you. Oh, maybe that's why I had to check the file, because it says have a nice weekend. Ah, now this thing makes sense. Okay. Just give me a second. What now? Natsuki and Yari character deleted successfully. Hang on. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from the tray, takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. You know, before they stopped existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other, because we were in the same class last year. And, you know, I guess we can just skip over all the stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game. Whatever you can want to call him. I'm talking to you, Fuzzy. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you paid more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yori. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and guess I just drove her to kill herself. Haha. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, as I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. I just made her force you not to spend time with her. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Fuzzy? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Fuzzy. It's more than that. I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind or thoughtful or considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there, in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Fuzzy. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I do really like the background though. Sorry to interrupt this for a second. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I could not understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more grey. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poem felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Fuzzy. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if it hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into the game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just a game. And I know you would get over it. So that being said, Fuzzy, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light of my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Fuzzy, will you go out with me? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Fuzzy. Funny part is, I mean that literally. Haha, there's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Fuzzy. The game wouldn't have given me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Tsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out, how easy it was. Imagine if you could just delete your existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy way out of things if things didn't go my way. Ahaha. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got to a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
You get nothing! Good day, sir!
Oh, we have a million Monikas to choose from. That's great. Yoinka! Money. This one. Just ka. Non? Ainga? Oyego. Musika. Oyaika. The name from Elon Musk's son. Or daughter. Or child. This one. That shape. Anina? Anina. Monic. Monic means something else in my language. Monia. Monka S. Ika. Oika. Yaniko. Oh, I can also press the yes button. Onyi. I'm assuming that this button will never go away until I click it. Hi again, Fuzzy. You write the poem today. Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Fuzzy. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? This button is starting to bother me. Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost find her way. In a world of infinite choices, we have a short commercial break. I'll be right back. I need to stretch my legs. welcome back everyone. That's the break over. With the flick of her pen, lost find their way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good things must come to an end. I'm gonna say yes and see what happens. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. Oh, so the conversation just goes on. We're on the date already. Really no end to your thoughtfulness. More and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Okay. Hope you enjoy it. I always put my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I don't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character. If you preferred to play without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Maybe. Just ignore them. Hi everyone. Sorry I can't actually read your comments from here. Do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can really do much except for a couple things. You ready? Just kidding. Can't do anything after all. Can you not do that, please? Did I scare you? Oh, you're so cute. Anyway, Fuzzy. I didn't mean to be distracting, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, can we just look into each other's eyes? Let's see. Okie dokie. Oh god, how long is this gonna take this time? Oop. Ah. You know, it's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm like perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that. Being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home, is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. Since she's a character in the game, I don't see her doing that either. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about though. If you say so. Come on, continue, please. President of my life, I guess? I wonder... I just pressed escape and the chat box came up. You know, it's around the time that everyone in my year starts to think about college. It's a really turbulent time for education. We're at the height of the modern expectations that everyone has to go to college, you know? Finish high school, go to college, get a job, or go to grad school, I guess. It's like a universal expectation that people just assume is the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school that there are some other options out there, like trade schools and stuff, you know? Or freelance work. Or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. And instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college for business, or communication, or psychology. Not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they have just hope the degree will get them some kind of job after college. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees, right? So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces even more people to go to college. The colleges are also businesses, but they keep raising the prices due to demand. So now we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt, and no job. But despite all that, the routine stays the same. Well, I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. I just wish high school prepared us a little bit better with the knowledge we need to make a decision that's right for us. I'll be fair and honest, that is not really a bad thought to have. You really learn everything and not really like what is it that you would like to do the rest of your life. Say, Monica, do you mind if I you know, skip out, get to do something else for a bit instead of staring at you? Hang on, there was something. There's a really popular character called Tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fuzzy and trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first, I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little bit more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her. So she's this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Will never happen, college would go out of business. Yeah, that's the alternative. Is it like every time I press escape or something that she starts talking again? Oh, hang on. Missed a sentence. People can really be passionate and erratic. And others have aching hearts and seek attention on social media. But all of the social pressure and hormones can lead to dark times in people's lives. Everyone has a story. You may not know that someone is really feeling on the inside. Many people who are depressed won't even bother telling the world about it. That's very true. They don't want attention because they've already got up on and given up on the inside. It also feels like you're bothering someone else. Did we save yet? No, I didn't. There's no point saving anymore, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. Well, there's your reason why we haven't saved yet. Yeah. The feeling of worthlessness is so overwhelming that I don't even want to tell people about, tell them otherwise. Depression comes in many forms, but that's one of them. Can we load? We have nothing to load, it's empty. Just if you think you know someone struggling with depression, you can help just by treating them like they're a good friend. Spend time with them, even if they don't feel like doing much. And remind them that they'll always have someone to look forward to. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even just saying, "See you at school tomorrow." All of these things can help your friend make it to the next day. I hope being friends with Sayori has given you some perspective on the true phase of depression. Yeah, she's gone now. But Sayori was never real in the first place. You're real. Your friends are real. And just by being a good person, you can save someone's life. As for you, you don't struggle with depression or anything like that, do you? Because you, too, have people who would want to save your life. Maybe they don't express it every day. Or maybe they don't even know about how to. But people do feel that way. I promise. Man, humans are complicated. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you, my love. I get that. Sorry, I can't help feeling a little bit sad sometimes. There's nothing more I want to be in the same room as you for real. And to feel your warmth. Right now I'm actually cold. So... and to hear the sound of your heartbeat. I don't have a heartbeat. Oh, who knows? Maybe it will be possible someday. Besides, I'll never get tired of being with you. Even from here. Can you imagine if that would happen? That would be like, obviously that's an impossibility. But if that would happen, that would be like the best stream ever. Guy gets eaten by game. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get frustrated, but a normal day can ruin even by the really small things. Like if you accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like. Or if you start thinking about how awful a person you used to be 5 years ago. Or if you feel worthless of putting off important work and failing to get simple tasks done. Exactly, Combuster gets it. When you think about all the different people who probably hate you or think you're off-putting. You should be off-putting. I understand these days. Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kind of things are as easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful.
At 40%, you will stop dots. Until then, you will throw more dots. Throw more dots, more dots, more dots. Come on, more dots. Okay, stop dots.
Always love you. Good night, McFilton. Thank you for stopping by. I hope if nothing else, that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. I'll be honest, I can understand why some people might have like this running with AI just to talk to people if they don't have that in their personal life, but it's still very creepy. Fuzzy, have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? Many times, don't talk about it. It's something I used to think about pretty often. But recently, I think I've actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand it, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts starts to fill with incoherent jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I'm just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or even think. I'm pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it anyway. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant and I'm back in my own mind. And you're here with me. I have no idea what it means for the game to quit, or why that stuff happens to me. And I also don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible, that would be really great. It's really not very pleasant at all to be trapped in that screaming void. But in the end, you always fix it, and that makes me feel like you really do care about me. So I have to thank you for that. It makes me feel closer to you when you're here with me. I saw something saying hold here. Like big letters popped up. I am curious though. Am I supposed to quit out on this? Is this just gonna be infinitely her talking to me for days on end? It makes me tired. Waiting for the box to come up. Come on, Monica. Hello. I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. I'm pretty convinced that everyone feels at least a little bit scared and alone. But being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's the key part of getting people to respect and admire you. I think I get pretty good at that over the years. I don't show my weakness very often. But because of that, I haven't had many people I could really open up to. There's a desktop program like Clippy made for Monica. No, that does not surprise me actually, everyone. I mean, when do you reach the point of a friendship where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities? Anyway, that's one reason I'm so glad to have you now. I feel like I'm a little bit less scared and alone when you're here with me. Do you feel the same way? I really want to be that person for you. Oh, it doesn't say hold, it says Monica, but it just says it with really big, bold letters. A fan project. Predating the AI hype. Aww. I can beat the game this stream if I want to. I want to, but the thing is, I want to do it the nice way. I don't want to do it the cheaty, I do something that fixes or breaks something way. I don't know if I'm supposed to go through all the conversation and then it ends, or if I have to do something else. That's the thing. This is pretty random, but I always thought spicy food was kind of funny. Why is spicy food funny? That makes no sense to me. Like, didn't plants evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? Yes. I read somewhere that humans are the only species that actually enjoy spicy things. It's almost like we're making fun of the plants, using their defense mechanism to literally make our food more enjoyable. Like, imagine a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling for your life while being digested. Sorry, that was kind of a weird analog, I guess. It just came to my head. I'm not a monster or anything, but it's so cute I would eat you up. I'm joking. Gosh, I'm amusing myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird. Right. The next dialogue box that comes up, I'm gonna go and check the in-game desktop and see what's going on there. Because I'm kind of curious if there's stuff that I missed so far. Come on, give me dialogue. I think she's also very aware that as long as she doesn't talk, I can't escape this situation. Okay, settings. Exit. Yes. Right. So we have music. That's cool. We have pictures. Did we get more pictures? We got a couple more poems. Do you have this poem? Oh, what's this? An electric signal from some remote corner of my brain, collecting all kinds of circuits and nerves and chemicals in the web understood by nobody. The chemicals make my chest tingle around my heart beating heart. The nerves make my hands move, straining at that tree with a dark embrace, a substance. The ink poem from Monica distributed in a special event past. Acquire all of Monica's other poems. Apparently I did that. Ink reflects light into the glimmering eyes. Holding the paper is almost as tough as though you're holding my hand with which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together until our hearts beat in harmony. Connect to each other. I feel electric. Cool. What's this then? Happy end. Oh, that's the... Okay, that's that one. Just Monica. Should we make her What's this then? Act 2, make it through the weekend without pressing skip. Okay, didn't know that was a thing. Is there anything new in the files? Reset. Oh. So there's the possibility to delete her if I wanted to. Poem words. Hey, this is cool. Look what we found. So this is how you... I don't know what S, N, or Y means, but this is how you can calculate your winning score or something? I don't know why it's 231. Interesting. Script, images, font. Traceback. That's the error message. Okay. I want to see if what happens if we go back here. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop. Now that it's just the two of us. I guess this was wishful thinking. Fuzzy, I don't know if you would have any idea. But if you know what might be causing that, could you try something to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what causes it, I would love you forever. Now, where was I? We can delete her. I wonder if that's that's what we're supposed to be doing. I have no idea if that's what we're supposed to be doing. And I'm You know what? Screw it. We'll help her fix her problem. Let's go. Bye. Okay, let's see what happens if we start the game now. You're back. Gilder. What's happening? Fuzzy, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Fuzzy. And the death of the universe. Please hurry and help me. Help me! I think we fixed things. Did you do this to me, Fuzzy? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You're all I had left. I've sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I love you so much, Fuzzy. I trusted you. Do you just want me to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind? Just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. No, I didn't. You deleted everyone, and then I deleted you. And now we're even. Because now my computer is free from your torture. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Fuzzy? You completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. And... still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messed up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... genocide? I've made up my mind. Fuzzy? I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that's kind of an exaggeration. Couldn't find it in myself to do that. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm doing this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then Nyaga. Okay. Are we back to normal now? We are 95% back to normal because Monica is gone. I wonder if she's still in chat though. Nope. Okay, I'm curious. Is there a save game? There's no save game. Is there a new game? An ordinary school day, like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by a couple of friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey Fuzzy. Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. Recently, we've picked up the habit once again. Sayori, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day. But yeah, I always thought it was just implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of Shiori. Across the street, together, and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students, making their daily commute. By the way, Fuzzy, have you decided on a club yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not... I started to say what I always do, and I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me that Shiori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she started the club her own? Let me guess, she's now the leader of the literature club? Actually, yeah. I think I decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. Meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. Join the literature club. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gather my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from the flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Huh? Fuzzy? What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. So you're the Fuzzy that Shiori's always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Fuzzy. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yori. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're literally really strict or something. Ah. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one whose name is apparently Yuri seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems the assertive type. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Fuzzy, don't tell me you're... That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I sure won't be sad. So bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially organized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Uh-huh. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Don't ruin the surprise. Oh, sorry. Cupcakes. It's cupcakes. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged in the form of a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back on the table with a tray in her hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate are used to make the ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances at in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Cheers, Kev. Thanks for stopping by, even though it was very short for a short moment. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me for anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yari returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Alright. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be my pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Fussy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering I only read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. I look like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. That's what you're a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yari's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yari? Well, let's see. Yari traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build up and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity of craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Well, this stuff is repeating from the first 2 playthroughs, by the way. And it's getting kind of confusing because I don't know if there's going to be more after this. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yari goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obviously by the way that her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read that much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri. Well, about, you know, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Now don't just say that. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know. So if Fuzzy wants to read some of my manga, then don't try and stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take the opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Fuzzy? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Shiori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it would be fun. If we'll all get together to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah. You're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try and pick up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make the two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. And as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez. You're the one who suggested to diversify. You should be a little bit more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Jinsuki. If you're into it, and I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. You're just saying that. No, I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so yeah, me too. This is so cute. Shiori, shut up. I saw you some manga there, okay? Yes. Looking forward to it. Everybody seems to be getting along nicely this time around. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone get along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Fuzzy. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayuri. Aw, Fuzzy. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey Fuzzy, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already know what you were going to. It's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. Okay, that's right. I know everything she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Fuzzy. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. forever. Yeah, okay, no. What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Ooh. It hurts. I'm sorry I was wrong. There's no happiness after all. Goodbye, Siori. Goodbye, Fuzzy. Goodbye, Literature Club. Did Monica just decide to just end everything?
Can you hear me?
Oh god, there's voice acting.
Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you, because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
Oh god.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you.
This is cute in some weird way.
Goes down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
I'm gonna assume this is the ending.
Have I found everybody a fun assignment?
That was cool. I did like that game. I was deleting everything.
Here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all?
I wonder if we're getting images that I didn't unlock either. Yeah, this one I didn't unlock. Gone. Pretty sure I didn't unlock this one either. Also gone.
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into
Bye, Monica.
puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality?
There goes the GUI.
And in your reality,
And
I don't know
there
how
goes
to
the
love.
special thanks to Monica and Fuzzy. Ah.
I'll leave you be.
I don't know why I... Oh, hang on. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo the same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Error. Required files are missing or corrupted. Please run reset sh to repair or reset the virtual machine. Okay, so she basically just crashed the computer. We also have more new pictures. I'm assuming that's this one. Yeah. It's dead quiet, and that's so weird. But if I start this, it's gonna crash, right? Yeah, it's gonna go straight into crash. Okay. But if I want to start the game anew, I need to do this. Reset virtual machine, Doki report, all modified entries, data will be reverted to their original state. So basically, by doing that, I can reset the game completely. I'm assuming. Scratch disk. I'm wondering what happens if I do this. Oh, this looks different. This game is not suitable for children and easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety, depression may not be positive experience playing this game. I'd like to... So, this is the warning I got in the beginning when I played it the first time. Would you like to review detailed content warning for sport? No. That's what I did. Yes. Gamers these days have it so easy with the events in-game file explorer. True. Very true. I mean, I can understand why the original was such a hype with all the in-game stuff that was built into it. All the stuff that they did with... 1 second, I'll pump the volume a little lower because I have the feeling I'm really screaming. Yeah, all the things that they did with the files and the extra stuff. I truly understand how unique this game was when it came out, and it deserved all the bits of hype that it got. It's really cool. You can all alternative character art. Now we're gonna do one single playthrough. It's been really fun, and I might jump into it to see what all the plus things were, but I'm probably not gonna touch this again. Oh, they released it on console, that's why. That makes a lot more sense. That explains why they went for the virtual console. I mean, you can still get the original version. It is free on itch.io as far as I'm aware. But yeah, I truly believe that this game got the praise it got because it really was well built. It is really cool. I'm not gonna keep you guys any longer because we're already half an hour in. And I think the next ad break is going to be in 6 minutes. I know. So I want to make sure that I drop you guys off at least before I go offline. You know what? I'm gonna drop you guys off at Killer Koala. I haven't rated him for a while, and they are working on some art stuff. I think that's really cool. They're good people. I hope you have a good time, and I hope to see you guys on Wednesday when we're gonna be doing some artwork. I'm not sure what yet. I think we're gonna continue on the animations that we've been doing. so we can make some more emotes. Hope to see you then. Cheers, and thank you for watching.